I've been thinking a lot about Carl Azuz.
What's Carl thinking about? He's probably a little concerned about the memes we're gonna show you. I need to keep an eye out for a monocle like that one. Oh my.
His work with CNN 10 really carried me throughout high school. Every Friday, no matter what class I was in, everybody would sit down and watch Carl Azuz. I remember in my world geography class, sitting there as a freshman in high school and seeing this goofy dude with the receding hairline just pop up on my screen, and boy, was he excited to talk about the news that day, let me tell you.
Fridays are awesome. Fridays are awesome. You know what's not as awesome as Fridays? Stagnation.
It was awesome. I literally had something to look forward to every single Friday. And while I was learning about all the sad, depressing things in the world, social media, thank you for that one, Carl Azuz was the light in my life, man. Literally, he gave news an exciting, fresh take that, as a kid growing up in high school, it actually gave me some passion to read the news and understand what was going on. It didn't feel quite so political, it just felt like, here's the information, here's what's going on. And it was super interesting. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, let me tell you my surprise when, the other day, I'm like sitting there in class in college, and I'm thinking like, holy shit, Carl Azuz. I remember him. And I'm like, man, I really want to watch CNN 10. I haven't seen CNN 10 since I graduated from high school. So I'm typing it in, I pull it up, I click on the first link that I see, and I'm met with...
Hello everyone, hope you're off to a great start to this little slice of heaven we call Friday. Friday, I'm Coy Wire, this is CNN 10. But
who the fuck is Coy Wire? Where's Carl Azuz? It's like, I've been living under a rock regarding CNN 10 stuff. What happened to him? So then I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, well, did they get rid of him? Is he out sick? I don't know. So I keep watching some other videos and it's all Coy Wire. Where's Carl Azuz? I want my boy back. So then I went on this insane Google history journey to figure out what happened to Carl Azuz. Apparently, in September of 2022, Carl Azuz ended up leaving CNN 10, and there wasn't really that much of an announcement, he just kind of dipped. And so everybody was a little confused, and they're like, okay, why did he leave? And no reason was given at the time. So, as classic internet goes, all of a sudden fans started a rumor on Twitter that he just fucking died. So now, everybody's freaking out, or like, oh my god, Carl Azuz is dead. And I can't imagine, like, hold on, taking a step out of this for a sec, like, being older, obviously, like, we can use the intuition that he probably didn't die. But for the kids who were watching him in high school and probably even younger, because, like, I mean, he produced children's content, like, they probably legitimately believe that he died for, like, a good period of time. And, like, the internet is a dangerous place, and it's... Okay, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's really funny for me to think that, like, some 5th grader somewhere was, like, just freaking out because they're like, oh my god, Carl Azuz is fucking dead. But besides the point, he did not die. His death was greatly exaggerated. And he actually came out and made a post where he basically said that he left the studio at CNN for personal reasons, and he just like wanted to do his own thing. So like he took a little bit of a break, and then in 2023, a new show pops up. I didn't even know about this, guys, so buckle in here, okay? So Carl Azuz started this new show called Introducing the World from A to Z. I was able to find the first episode of this after like falling down this, rabbit hole, obviously. And in the video, in like the first 30 seconds, I feel like you can immediately tell why he left CNN, which, to keep in mind, he never said like publicly why he left. He just said it was personal reasons and that was it. So now, in the first 30 seconds of this video, there are two big things that he covers. He wants to put an emphasis on news that is unbiased, and he also wants to take a civil approach to covering the news. The fact that he put those in the first 30 seconds, to be fair, it's a 45-second long video, keep that in mind. But still, like, it's a very short video, and he's like, here's the reasons, like, why I made this show, here's why it's gonna be great. Really just feels like a jab at CNN a little, because I don't really care about like your political affiliation. I think no matter what news resource that's like in, you know, the big 3 letters, Fox, CNN, NBC, all those, like it's gonna have some sort of bias one way or another, and that's just kind of how the world works. The CNN 10, man, CNN 10, I thought back then was pretty unbiased. So I'm wondering now, like, did Carl leave because CNN, like, in their bias a little, and was that making its way into the children's content that he was making, or simply did he just want to do his own thing and start working for himself? I don't know, but I'm so happy to see that he has his own show. I literally cannot express how excited I used to be in high school when they would pull that up on YouTube and CNN 10 and bam, Carl Azuz with that goofy ass haircut, and he's just talking about volcanoes exploding and like, oh my gosh, it was awesome. Literally, like, there would be so many dark things happening on social media, in the media landscape in general. News was so polarized, and I mean, back then, that was during 2016 election with Trump and Hillary, and like, it was total chaos. I remember so many friendships and like, just the community at school being like a complete dumpster fire. But man, when CNN 10 came on, we all settled our differences and we were Americans, man. Everybody came together. It was awesome. It was just like, what a guy. The reason I was thinking about this the other day, and I even went down this whole rabbit hole in the first place, was how insane the political climate is right now in America. Regardless of who you voted for, regardless of your political affiliation, I don't think very many people are actually that happy with where things are in US politics. And honestly, in world politics in general, we're in a very tumultuous time right now. So I'm sitting there in my class, I'm just like staring at the ceiling. I was really bored, and I like just like, you know, as you do, start disassociating, thinking about, you know, politics and how, I mean, being on a university campus after an election, how insane it was with everybody, and the atmosphere was just very different. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, as like, what would be like such a unifying thing in a time like this? Like, who can step up to the plate and like unify a bunch of people? Because like, I don't care who you are, I don't think any of us can agree that it's going to be a president at this point or any political figure. And most people in the media, I don't think, are going to be able to do that either. However, Carl Azuz steps into the ring, man, and like, he stepped into my thoughts and was like, oh my God, this is the solution. We need Carl Azuz to have a national television program and all of our problems will go away.
Yes, thank you.
Literally, look in the description of this video. He says, introducing a current events resource that promotes critical thinking, civil discourse, and compassion in your classroom. Fresh 9-minute episodes are available every weekday throughout the school year, which I think that's really funny that he's kind of making fun of CNN 10, because their whole thing was like to get you your news in 10 minutes or less, and like, or like 10 minutes exactly, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna make it 9 minutes, bitch. Anyway, he says after that, here's to provoking thought, not outrage, in the next generation. Get this man a microphone, put him on a stage somewhere. I just want to hear him talk. Literally, I just want to hear this dude talk about the news in front of a national audience. Like, what a guy. He has 44,000 subscribers on YouTube, which, looking at CNN 10, they have 936,000 subscribers. So I think we need to pump those numbers for my boy Carl, because like, he built CNN 10 from like the ground up. I feel like CNN 10 was not relevant in my life until Carl Azuz made it relevant in my life. Literally, when he stepped away from the show, CNN 10 should have just closed their doors, man. Just end it, man. Now, okay, this is biased because I literally don't know who Coy Wire is. He could be a great host, but I couldn't like even get to the 10 minutes in most of these. I was just like, man, it's not Carl. I'm boycotting it. So So like I'm a biased consumer, and at the end of the day, I'm literally just some dude sitting in front of his computer talking about Carl Azuz, who's actually making like children's entertainment in a very good way, and is like, I just love him, man. I think I love Carl Azuz. Don't cry.
Yeah, baby, Pundiana Jones. Check it. It's kind of like Raiders of the Lost Dork. Oh, I remember this one. I think the person who tweeted it asked who wore it best. I totally think I did. That's not a knock on Timberlake. It's just that I didn't need it to be the 90s to rock that sweet turtleneck. Ah!
All right, so people watching this video, if you don't know who Carl Azuz is, I need you to look up The World from A to Z with Carl Azuz and go watch one of these episodes, because he has such a vibrant personality, and he's just so excited to talk about the news, man. But he talks about it in the way that, like, you're a child, which I could use right now, man. I want to be talked to like a child, not an adult. So this is a huge win for me. I'm just sitting there, I'm smiling, staring at him on my desktop computer screen. I'm like, this is wonderful, dude. It's like, this is what I need in my life, man. No more reading Instagram news articles, no more Facebook ads, no more clickbait YouTube videos. No. Carl Azuz. He is what we need as a country. He can bring the political climate back together and fix everything we've done wrong in the last decade. Okay, I actually don't know if he can do all those things, but you should go watch him, because he literally has, not even a tenth of the subscribers of CNN 10, and deserves way more. Literally, like, if you're gonna get your news from anywhere, I feel like Carl Azuz is a fire news outlet to get it from. Okay, that's all. We're like almost 12 minutes into this video, and I've literally just been talking about my love for Carl Azuz. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, the new video's coming along well. No, I haven't died. I have not died. Please don't think that I've died. I know it's been like 2 months since my last upload, but that doesn't mean I've just like died. Do not go the Carl Azuz approach and start spreading rumors about my death. I don't know. I never know how to like end these videos.